Breaking news. We knew Jonathan Majors is arrested, but now his PR agency has left him. We have a delegate in New York, US. Varun, what do you have to say about this?
I should, take a camera, go outside his house and stand there like our country's amazing news media and then be like, this is the house, where this happened. I know the neighborhood actually. I don't know where, not
Oh,
house, but I know because the neighborhood was coming
so
like
we are
in the
getting
news.
there, huh?
But
We are getting to that standard
yeah.
soon. But yeah, man,
Yes.
let's talk about hello guys. Welcome to Society. I'm Nolan, joined by Varun, and it's see again. We are not gonna comment right, wrong. We don't know. It's in court. Let it
Yeah.
the law take its route. Whatever
Course.
course.
Take it.
So, but what we have to talk about is what has happened. He got
What
arrested,
is
but his lawyer said he's innocent. We'll prove that. And then his PR agency left him. So that's very suspicious because I heard that Marvel was in talks with the manager, like what to do. They will wait or not because they've already shot Loki
Yeah.
season 2,
Loki
and
is
he's
going
there
to
in
be
that.
done.
So now, do you
He's the
recast
main villain.
him? There were news reports that they are looking for a type of actor to replace him. Whatever, I don't know. What do you think?
I think they won't do much. They can't really do much with Loki season 2. But for future, I feel like it is at this point it is still easy to if they think of recasting him. I think that's still easy to do because the sort of version that we saw in Quantum, like he's dead, at the end of the film. So they could just bring in another actor and say that it's a variant. Like that's the simplest thing that they can do, and just continue from there. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I think the films will be fine because the version shown in film will again be different, I think, from Loki season 2. But if they had thought that Loki will have a separate variant for all its season 2, 3, 4, how many ever season, and the main timeline in the films will have a separate sort of variant. So like how to deal, I don't know how they deal with that. Like
It's just so weird, man. Like Jonathan Majors was at the peak of his, like I would say now peak because it has gone down with these
yeah,
allegations. But
yeah.
Creed 3, being Kang in MCU, and I think one more film he did, which was I think in Oscar contention also for his performance. So I'm like,
Yeah,
how things change, like it's not even like
exactly.
he was known for certain things and it was like expected this
No.
to come out someday, so not even like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's really like, again, who knows. But what do you think, like sometimes this thing actually helps the MCU, maybe changing the actor, just them changing their plans, make it a better cohesive storyline for the phase 5 whatever. Like when you said,
It
right,
could be.
Kang died in Ant-Man
Yeah,
supposedly, but everyone no,
yeah,
he didn't died. He'll come back later. That Kang Dynasty, and they're actually writing
yeah.
Kang Dynasty. They were in talks to Jonathan Majors how you want to play the character
At
and
least
this and that.
they showed like the three variants in the post-credit scene of
Yeah,
Quantumania. Like at least those were people were expecting that those three will come up in other
yeah.
films. So
It's a big change they have to do. Like considering they were writing Kang Dynasty as Kang is the protagonist, the lead of the film, with Jonathan Majors in mind. So I don't know, man.
yeah,
Like
no
I would
idea.
hope,
Even
like
I think
he's a talented actor.
like
I hope it's nothing,
yeah.
but again, cannot comment anything regarding that.
Exactly. Also, I think like Loki season 2's trailer was supposed to come out, but they were waiting that this thing should end by like mid-April, but like that date has gone past, and now his PR agency and all those have dropped. So yeah, now I don't know how. Like maybe they would release a teaser or something, but they would cut out all his scenes or at least show very less like glimpses of him or something.
I heard
No
some
idea.
actors or someone came out that he's a bit aggressive and this and that. But again, I'm not gonna comment.
Okay.
I heard some people said that he's aggressive, but like I remember,
Oh,
like watching Creed 3,
yeah.
right? Like his character was different, and like he's a great talent, man. Like I don't know, it's a very hard thing to
Yeah,
talk about.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
just, and but what do you think in the future, man? Like when you're making such big films and you're casting someone and something like this comes up and everything, like what is the future for this? Like we saw what happened with Ezra Miller, right? And now again, as I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
people are forgetting that and now moving on because the trailer looks good and everything. But what's the future? Like how
I
would they
I
like?
feel like time does play a role. Like I think if it's not like if what the person has done is not something that's like too
In
irredeemable. Like
Yeah,
it's I think the crime also matters. But like I'm not saying that any crime is like less and that is that like it's bad and it's if it's illegal it's illegal in that way. But I do think that over time people do tend to like let go of those things. Like,
But
what if you cast someone and then tomorrow, something about them comes up? Like, what do you do? I feel like recasting is the easiest thing. Like, that's the main or
But I
like
think
easiest
if you
thing that
just
you can do.
announce, yes, but what if a film is already in production, done everything, and then something happens, then like with all the cancer culture, like it's
I
just such a
think
weird thing.
films usually those films don't work. You know that there was that film that came out last year. First of all, it got delayed by COVID, and then the main leads it came out that he I think that actor's name is Army Hammer. I'm talking about that film, Murder on the Nile or something like that. It had Gal Gadot,
Yeah,
Army
yeah,
Hammer, and a bunch of others. So that first of all, it got delayed because of COVID. Like it came out almost 2 years late, and then when it was going to come out, it came out that that actor had abused his wife, and I think he had sent text like he's a cannibal or something, he'll eat her or something like that, threats like that. The entire promotions without him, it was very awkward. All the cast were like they can't talk about their main lead sort of of the film because he's like gone, and the film flopped like very heavily. So it's like things like that come out, films
I'm
will
just
flop.
thinking, like going forward, what if studios and will it affect the storyline that stories that they'll not cast anyone for such a long time just for a movie and
Hmm.
let's see what happens, so I feel like that this
Yeah.
all is gonna impact how Hollywood functions,
Hmm.
this
I
actors,
think so.
everyone, like I think what you said, right? Disney contract has they cannot be seen smoking and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of that, right? So, and
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
I believe in people becoming better. I think that's the whole
Hmm.
point of punishment. So they change, they become a better human.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
on the internet, it's just a chaotic world. No one cares. Just want to
Yeah,
cancel
I
everything.
also think like how MCU used to have, all these 5 films, 6 films contract. Like I don't think that can really work. Like I
Yeah,
think with RDJ, they continuously used to say that, oh no, we are extending the contract by 2 films, and then people used to guess which 2 films he will appear in
yeah.
and all that. So like I don't think that is probably possible anymore. Like I think now they will just say that it's 1 film contract, and next film they
Oh
will
shit! Oh shit!
announce.
Close, close. All right, guys. Those were our thoughts on this topic. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. It's a very sensitive topic. Like even saying hope everything works out is like
Yeah, what
saying
if he's
something.
actually
Yeah, yeah.
guilty
So
or something? Yeah,
I cannot say.
exactly.
It's very hard, man. Let us know your
Yeah,
thoughts.
just know your thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. Check out the video reactions and we'll see you next time. Keep it out.